Hello everyone, I am so sorry. My previous stream was really bad. Like my connection was terrible. We're having some bad weather here right now and I wasn't sure if it was related to that. And I could see I was dropping tons and tons and tons of frames and I didn't want the experience to be bad for you. So we're back with a story about Juicy Joe and Teresa. Now, if you've been living under a rock, you will know that Joe, Giudice, or however you want to pronounce it, he is out of prison after 41 months in prison for his bank fraud, wire fraud case that he was in for along with Teresa. And he has been since deported. He was actually released into Italy last week after he requested that the court allow him to return to Italy instead of going home to New Jersey after they had denied it. He's lost all of his appeals. He's currently still appealing it again, but now he's in Naples with his family. He has been whooping it up and having fun. Videos have been leaking of him doing martial arts, kickboxing. He's been on the beach. He's been seen like dancing with his family, eating meatballs. I'm just kidding. I don't even know if he's been eating meatballs, but I love to talk about meatballs. Anyways, now word on the curb is that he is speaking out. Now he spoke out a little bit last week where he was like, don't give up. Nothing's ever like, don't ever give up the fight. But he actually had a statement to the Daily Dish, which was his first interview. And he said, I've learned a valuable lesson from all this. I know my family is the most important thing to me. But it's better than that being out here than in there. I just want to let you know that I love you and I'm always here for you. You know all of that. He also mentioned that, it's better to look out the windshield than it is to look in the rearview mirror, that everybody makes mistakes and that nobody's perfect. Very profound by Joe. Now, he isn't perfect. He has, he actually pled guilty to like 41 counts of fraud back in 2013 or 14, which was related to a scheme where he took out tons of loans against mortgages that he used to fund his lavish lifestyle. He ended up serving 41 months in prison. Teresa served 15 months in prison. Teresa has always blamed him for everything. Joe has taken the blame. Teresa blames it on I didn't see anything, I don't know anything, I'm the wife that just doesn't do anything. They have a very traditional marriage, blah, 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 blah. Since he's been locked up, their relationship has been kind of in the toilet. She's mad at him for the fraud, takes no responsibility really for it, and is angry that she lost time with her mother, who passed away shortly after she got out of prison. Now, fans were kind of like, weirded out that when he got released from prison, she really wasn't there. I mean, literally, she was not there. He was released, he flew, he met his mother, Philomena, and his sister-in-law and his brother. And they met in Rome, and then his mom has a house set up for him in Naples where he has family. And Philomena, his mother, is going to be living with him in Italy. Joe, for his all intents and purposes, it's looking like probably won't be able to come back to the United States for another 10 years. And even though he was born here in the United States, or not born here, came over here when he was a year old, he never became a naturalized citizen, was just a permanent resident. And due to his crimes, deportation was a real option. So that's where they're at right now. Now, fans have been speculating, like, when is Teresa going to go visit? Is she going to go visit? Well, the rumor is that she's actually going to be going down there in the first week of November, and she's going to be bringing her girls with her. According to sources in the tabloids, Bravo cameras are going to be going with her to film the reunification of the family as they all go down to Italy to see each other. No family moments are off limits when you're on a reality TV show. And she's going to be making six figures for doing it. She's also going to be sitting down with Andy Cohen to talk about everything. She tweeted yesterday that she said, Joe and I will be sitting down with Andy to discuss everything that has been happening with us and our family the past few months. Tune into the special, The Real Housewives of New Jersey special event, Joe and Teresa Unlocked. And that will be on Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, probably going to cash in, make some cash, make some money, Nothing for a buck for these two. Teresa's been not really seeming to be super sad about it. She was like going out. She's been partying. She's been at birthday parties. She was dressed up like a slutty Game of Thrones person over the weekend for Halloween. I didn't know Halloween parties were actually starting, but I guess it's already like in 9 days. See, that's how behind the times I am and how all I do is work. The girls have been posting on Instagram lots of photos and dedication to their father. And I think the biggest thing in all of this is that the kids are the real losers, because now mom is on the East Coast of the United States. Dad is in Italy. And despite reports, now the Hollywood Life is saying that another source is saying that neither Joe or Teresa will be filing for divorce anytime soon. The girls really want them to stay together, but Joe being out won't change anything for the way Teresa is living her life. Meaning that Teresa isn't going to uproot her lifestyle and leave where she is, where her kids are going to school, and move to Italy, to a place where her kids don't speak the language, or at least her younger daughter doesn't speak Italian at all. And she said that that transition would be really, really hard for the kids. She's also publicly said that if he was deported, she would not follow him, which would ultimately end in their marriage ending. She also said that she wouldn't trust him not to be faithful, because there would be women all around, and she's not going to do long distance. Now that the kind of proverbial crap has hit the fan, we'll have to see how this all plays out. There's been so many allegations of cheating on both ends. Like, she's been seen with this guy named Blake. He was seen a couple times at restaurants when she was locked up. To be honest, these two should just like separate. And I think part of the reason is they have kids. Probably it could be their faith, their and their like cultural heritage of like the family unit and sticking together, that kind of thing. But it's pretty clear, at least from what I'm seeing, that neither one of these really want to be together. Joe is apparently angry at her for not visiting as much as she should have, not being there for him when he was released, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I would be kind of annoyed, but at the same time, I would be annoyed if I were her, if everything is said as it is and she didn't know anything. Although I hate that defense is like, I didn't do anything. Like, I just don't believe that. I don't know if that makes me so skeptical, but I just don't believe that she had no idea, because she had no problem spending all that money. And then part of me doesn't even feel remotely like sorry for them, because this is what happens when you break the law and you rip off the American public and the federal government and banks and live a lavish lifestyle and laugh at all of us and act like we're all stupid, but you're super rich. That's the part of this I still can't get over. Even though, like, she still lives this extremely lavish lifestyle, but now she's making it through her TV show and her appearances. I still can't believe companies want to be affiliated with her. Like, this is the part of Teresa I'll never understand. And if you're a Teresa fan, I'm sorry. I just don't, like, get really excited about people that rip off people. Fraud is, like, it's like one of my pet peeves. I hate fraud. I hate theft. And I just don't like people that like do this kind of stuff and then they want you to feel sorry for them. And like with Joe, it's very hard for me to feel sorry for him. But he is toned and physiqued, because Gia was actually sharing photos of him, I digress, on Instagram. He's been at the beach shirtless a lot. And it says, "Can't wait to be on the beach with you," she wrote to her dad. And then she said, "I love you beyond words, buddy." Since getting out of prison, Joe has been seen shirtless pretty much everywhere. I think we should do like a "Where's Joe Shirtless" like exercise. So far he's been found shirtless in the Taekwondo like martial arts room. Now he's been found shirtless on the beach. I think next time, if we can find him shirtless at the library, maybe at the cathedral, and then also at like getting some like appetizers at the bar, that would be cool. Like, it should be like, "Where's Joe Shirtless?" Kind of like Joe, like, "Where's Waldo?" Right? Because he kind of blends in, right? With he's shirtless. I mean, his tattoos are there, so you can kind of see his tattoos, but whatever. I digress. Shirtless Joe, beefy Joe. Anyways, this is where we're at with the fam, with everyone. Joe and his shirtless adventures. Yes, Jillian M., I like how you think. Joe and his shirtless adventures. All right, so we'll see what they say this week when they have their like tell-all with Andy Cohen. I have a hardly believe it's going to be shocking. I think a lot of us see the writing on the wall, and if the writing isn't on the wall, you know for damn hell they are going to be lying. All right, you guys, I'll be back tomorrow with more from Without a Crystal Ball. If there's anything that you want to talk to me about, let me know in the comments below. Make sure that you follow me on Instagram at Without a Crystal Ball and on Twitter at WOA Crystal Ball. I am always in my DMs if you want to chat, and I am answering questions on Instagram if you have ones that you'd like me to answer. Bye, guys.